What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Trading Learning 101. I'm Mr. Wolf. Based on the title of this video, you clicked it. I'm going to talk about and cover and try to be blunt and honest. I'm going to talk about and cover, be blunt with you and honest. Everything that it takes to be a day trader in this game. You may not like what you're going to hear. It's not all glamorous as you think or as you see all of these gurus out here flashing the cash, the Lamborghini, the big mansion houses. Yes, it's possible to get to those stages, but it's a lot of hard work. If you guys watched my videos in the past, you guys know the subjects that I am real keen on talking about is psychology, emotional intelligence, human nature, mass psychology. This video is going to be pretty much the nail in the coffin. For the last, I would say, year and a half, I've just been ranting and ranting and ranting about psychology, emotions, human nature, and it just looks like nobody really listens. Nobody wants to pay attention to that type of stuff. So this is going to be the nail in the coffin on those subjects. I myself, I'm over that stage of my career. It's time to move on to bigger and better things. So going forward after this, I'm going to be focusing more on technical analysis, chart patterns, keeping it simple, stocks to keep eyes on, more on the technical side, because I would say I've mastered and I've said all I've could about human nature, psychology, emotions. I know it works because it works for me every day, but that's not what everybody wants to hear. So I'm here to please you guys. We're going to move on, branch out to new things. We're still going to talk about stocks, day trading, strategies, and whatnot. But I'm looking forward to a brighter future and bringing more people in, opening the horizon. And I really want to focus on what everybody truly wants to focus on, which is hot stocks, chart patterns, what stocks to keep eyes on. So let's get into the video. If you're brand new to the channel here, I'd appreciate it if you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I have over 650 videos in my video library. I've been a content creator here on YouTube for over 3 years now, and I've been a day trader in the stock market for over 6 years. So with that being said, let's jump into it. You want to be a day trader, okay? I'm going to lay out all the facts for you. Believe it or not believe it, take it as is. Everybody in the world, we're all different, all of us. Myself, you watching this video, we all have different beliefs. We all look at life differently. All of us, we're all different. So we're all going to look at the markets differently. We're all going to have different beliefs about the markets and in our personal life. And that all revolves around the type of trader that you are going to be. People get sucked into the stock market by usually hearing about a friend that hit it big on a trade, or they got lucky on one trade and they think they know everything and they instantly get hooked. Yeah, the stock market offers a lot of opportunity. It truly does. I see so much opportunity every single day with all of these different stocks. But there's also a lot of risk that is involved with a lot of these stocks too. So when you're brand new, you haven't seen stocks that run up $10, $20, $50 in a day. And just for an example, we can pull up something like SOPA here. In one day, this stock, it's a new IPO. It's its first day on the exchange, the NASDAQ, and they opened it at $15.50. And this stock already ran up to $44. So from $15 runs up to $44 in 1 hour. Most of you all have never seen stocks move like this before. Yes, there's a lot of upside opportunity on stocks like this, but there's also a lot of risk if you get caught on the wrong side of this. So when you're new, you're not thinking about the risk side. All you're thinking about is the reward side. My honest opinion and advice for newer people getting involved in this game, I would simply not even think about or worry about making money for at least the first 2 years of your career. I would focus more on stacking money and just focus on learning the stock market, day trading, everything you can for the next 2 years. Show up every day, get that screen time in. I don't care if it's an hour a day, 2 hours, three, or if you can sit here the whole day, the market is open, and just look at charts, break them down, see how these stocks like to move up and down. Get used to the environment. Because, like I just mentioned, when you're new, you're all excited. You've never seen stocks move like this before. You're not used to the environment, so you don't know what to expect. Your adrenaline is rushing. You're getting googly eyes, as I like to say, when you see stocks instantly spike and rip to the upside a few dollars within a few seconds. Getting that time under your belt, and also by practicing, you're learning from your mistakes, you're learning more about yourself, and truly, the more you dive into day trading, you really do start to understand yourself a lot more. You understand and notice your strengths, your weaknesses, your flaws, and from that, being very, very thoughtful and observant of yourself, your thoughts while watching these stocks, or even when you're practicing. What are you going through during that trade or while you're watching those stocks? When you're also new, you're going to be looking at all types of different gurus out here on the internet. It could be me, it could be Deckmar Trades, Timothy Sykes, My Investment Club, Bulls on Wall Street, and so many, 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 many more. There's all types of gurus out here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. There's all types of gurus. So you're going to care about what all of these gurus are saying and what they're talking about. You're absorbing all of the information that these gurus are talking about, teaching, and educating. I will say Wall Street is a business. Bottom line, everybody is out here to make a dollar. Everybody. There are people out here that trade and they educate on the side. And there's people out here that don't trade and they just educate. Everybody out here is trying to make a dollar. There's people making stock scanners, trading indicators. They're selling trading strategies. They're selling chat room memberships. They're selling trading DVDs. Everybody is out here to make a dollar. Don't hate the player, hate the game. And the way I look at it, you can't get mad or upset when somebody out here is making that money. They figured out a system and they're capitalizing on that. Have an open mind, look around, and see where you see opportunity to take advantage of in the markets or outside of the markets. That's what it's all about. As I also like to say, the more you educate yourself, the more advantage you have over your competitors. You won't believe how many emails and messages I get, people just asking for me to give them alerts, when to buy, when to sell. People do not want to put in the work and sacrifice a couple years of just learning to have this skill for a lifetime. Yes, it's a lot of work. It truly is. It's a lot of work to get on top, to be a consistently profitable trader, swing trader, or a position trader. It's a lot of hard work. The markets are always evolving. computers and technology is growing at all-time highs. It's just faster and faster and faster. So the markets adapt and they get better, faster. You got to adapt as the markets go along. These markets today are totally different 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. So you need to constantly always have an open mind, and you always have to be continuously working and improving on yourself, not only as a trader, but as a man and or woman. Instantly, when people come into the stock market, I've noticed over my career, when new people come in, they always seem to gravitate to the penny stocks. Stocks at $1 or under $1, because they get into that mindset of the lower the price is of something, let's say it's 5 pennies per share, they think they can load up, buy 250,000 shares for a few $1,000s, and then they get unrealistic expectations that if that stock runs up $1, then they're good. I look at penny stocks that are under $1. This is just my personal belief. Stocks like this, and I'm going to pull up one here for example, something like MAPT, it's at tenths of a penny, trading at 0.01 cent. So it's trading fractions, tenths of a penny. Yeah, you can load up on this, $1,000, you can buy a lot of shares. But then you get into the unrealistic expectations of it. Well, what if it runs up 50 cents, $1? I'm going to be rich. I look at these as lotto tickets. You got a bunch of degenerate gamblers buying into these. They're lottery tickets. Only 1 in a million of these penny stocks here run up and explode. And if they do, then it's a pump and dump, or it's the next big thing. But we all know it's hard to pinpoint what company and stock is going to be the next big thing. Nobody knows. Sure, there are successful people out there that trade these penny stocks, OTC, pink sheet stocks, but they're high risk. Also keep in mind, something like this, it's such a low priced stock. Always consider the percentage change. Such a low priced stock like this at 0.01 pennies, you can simply see it's moving fractions of a penny, and it's up 3% on the day. So a 2 cent or a 5 cent move on a stock like this is going to be about a 50%, 75% run on something like this, versus when you get into the larger priced stocks like PETZ here. This ran from $5.50. It ran all the way up to $9 a share. Pretty much a $3.50, $4 runner, and it's up 36% on the day. Now, if we take a look at something like Tesla has moved $1,180 all the way down here to $1,036. It's a super high priced stock. It sold off $120 to the downside, but that's only a 10% move. That's really not, it's a big move percentage wise. I'm just trying to get across the example of the percentage change. You really want to focus on that with the price of your stock. Don't fall in love with low priced stocks and get unrealistic expectations, because if something's at fractions of a penny and you have unrealistic expectations of it running up $1, that's like 1,000, 10,000% move to the upside, and that's just unheard of in the stock market. It really is. So the thing is, on YouTube, anybody can publish videos. Anybody. They can start a channel today, start publishing videos. People like their content because of their personality. It can take off. With that being said, be careful who you learn from. Remember, 90% of people fail and lose money consistently in the stock market. Anybody out there can upload a video on YouTube. So if you know that this channel that you're learning from and the person is uploading videos, they say, hey guys, I'm brand new in the stock market and I thought I'd make my channel for you guys to come with me on my journey to day trade in the stock market. Let's go. Obviously, that person has no idea what they're doing. So why would you listen to what they say, right? That's only going to implant bad habits and bad education into your head. And we all know once you learn something, it's now a habit. And if it's a bad habit, it's going to be very, very hard to break that habit. So my recommendation, if you're going to learn from somebody on YouTube, always go to their about section and see when they created that channel. If they have a few years under their belt and a few hundred videos, try them out. But if they just started up a few months ago, I'd run for the hills, just to be honest. Every day it's a battle in the stock market. Live to trade another day, as I always say. Over time, and time will tell, those who will succeed. I've been doing this for over 6 years, and I still show up every single day. Over the course of my career, I've seen a lot of people come and go. I've seen a lot of people show up, high energy, high hopes. They stick around for 5-6 months and then disappear. So be prepared to see a lot of people come and go in this game. Remember, 90% of people fail and give up. People don't like to educate themselves. They don't like to put in that work. They just want to show up and instantly start making money. Or they think they can learn and pick this up in a few months and start consistently pulling in money. I'm going to show you guys an example of an email that I received. I'm not going to show their name, but these are the types of emails that I get every week from people. They lose money. Then they make me want to try to feel bad because they lost money, and they make it seem like that I should help them get that back. I'm not obligated to help you get that money back at all. You're the one that lost that. You didn't do your due diligence and properly learn this, and you instantly jumped in and just expected to make money. Like, how are you different? You know 90% of people fail and lose money in this game. How are you any different thinking you're just going to jump in and start making money instantly, right? You're going to see a lot of advertisements, gurus advertising on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I would stay far, far, far away from those types of people. They come and go all the time in the stock market, especially if you're in an overextended bull market. You're going to see a lot of people come and go, trust me. So at first, when I first started up Trading Learning 101, and I just started up my YouTube channel and my Discord server, I was all about like, yeah, I'm going to help out people, answer their questions, help them figure this out. What are their strengths, weaknesses? And over the course of time, after seeing so many people come and go into this, I've had people come in, be here for 2 months. I mean, I've had people come in, be in here for a year, and I've poured everything that I had into these people for free. And then to just watch them go, quit, give up, I reflect and look back at all of the time I just lost. The dedication and the effort that I put into that person or the people I was trying to help, for them to come in, pretty much just use and abuse, and then say, I quit. I'm done, or just dip out, never hear from them again. It's very discouraging. It is. Very discouraging. That's when you kind of start getting to the point where you accept that most people that come into this, they're not gonna succeed. It's a small percentage that do succeed in this game. You honestly do. You have to think differently and be different than everybody else. You have to have that mindset. I am not going to quit. I am going to keep going. And there are going to be times where you're going to want to quit, but you just keep going ahead, going along, keep going, keep going. It may come to you in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. It may take 4 years for you to learn this game, and 4 years of losing money non-stop. You just cannot give up. Remember, we are all different. All of us learn at different paces, and we all have different beliefs and outlooks on life, right? So you're going to go through the stages of you're going to care what all of these different gurus think, what stocks these gurus were watching. I remember back when I was starting out, I would always check and look. All right, what's Warrior Trading? What stocks are he watching pre-market? What's Timothy Sykes got on his watch list? What's Clay Trader got on his watch list? What's in my investment club watching this morning? Over the course of time, and you start to learn this and you start to develop your own techniques and strategies. And by seeing these stocks move every day, honestly, you're going to stop caring about what other people are paying attention to. And you'll start focusing more on the stocks that you want to pay attention to, because you'll be able to spot opportunity when pulling these stocks up because of all of that screen time that you've put in, watching these stocks move up and down, seeing for the last 4 years how stocks that gap up, how they play out for the day, learning from your mistakes. You'll just stop caring about what other people think, and you'll start focusing on whatever stocks come up and you see opportunity. That's the honest truth. There's a lot of people that come into this, they think it's a secret indicator that traders are using to make money. They think it's a secret trading strategy that these traders are using. There's no secrets. There's none. There's none. I don't use any indicators really on my charts. My personal opinions and beliefs, I think indicators are all nonsense. There are some that are useful, but most of them are nonsense. You hear a lot of people say, keep things simple, right? Keep it simple. Well, most people like to overcomplicate things because it's the easy thing to do. Before you know it, they have 4 or 5 indicators on their chart. Now they have multiple things they have to focus on, and they're overlooking the simplicity of supply and demand, price action, and volume. And then they watch the trade go without them. Or they're focusing on way too much and they overwhelm themselves and they just screw it all up. So I'm going to try to keep this going. I'm trying to fire on all cylinders. It honestly really takes a special type of person to succeed in this game. It really, really does. It really does. You have to be willing and open to grow as a man or a woman. You need to have an open mind. Anything is possible. If you're not consistently reading books, absorbing any education you get your hands on, you literally, you have to study every single day, Monday through Sunday, 7 days a week. Consume and obsess over the stock market when you're brand new. Because when you're new, you want to try to absorb everything that you can while you're new, because at those early stages in your career, that's when your mind is most like a sponge. You're going to absorb everything that you see, read, hear, audiobooks, all that good stuff. So when you're new, I would just buckle down, study multiple hours a day, every single day, and obsess over this. Don't worry about making money. Educate yourself first. Actually learn how this game operates before you play it. That's like going into a card game that you know nothing about. and you got a stack of chips that you just bought, and you just seen your buddy won the jackpot. He told you about this game, but you have no knowledge of how this game works. You go into it with high hopes that you're going to make bank like your buddy did. Sit down, read the instructions, put together a strategy, or practice. Learn from your mistakes. All good things come with time, as I like to say, right? So you're going to see a lot of people jump on a lot of trends in the markets. I mean, we had meme stocks like AMC, GameStop pop up for a hot moment. And everybody was talking about GameStop. Hold the line. Buy shares of GameStop and AMC. When you see all the professional traders out there who've been around for years, none of them were really talking about AMC. That should kind of register in your head like, hey, okay, I'm seeing all these new people pop up and talk about AMC, but this trader that's been around for 10, 20 years, he ain't even really talking about AMC the way that these guys are talking about AMC. I think I'm going to listen to the dude that's been here for 20 years. You got to think and be different than everybody else. You got to think outside of the box. Get creative and strategic in your approach with the stock market, because it's the ones who think differently that make the money in this game. That's the honest truth. Going back to how I was saying, I've made countless videos, probably well over 200 videos, probably, all based on psychology, human nature, emotions, mass psychology, recognizing your thoughts, self-development, and I'm getting to the line as a content creator. I'm just getting tired of repeating myself. And that's what I feel like I'm doing whenever I dive into those topics now. So I'm making this video again to put the nail in the coffin. We're moving on to bigger and better things. I'll still bring up and talk about human nature, psychology, emotions. I will. But for a lot of people, I really feel like it's just too much. It's too much. And people, they just want to talk about or be told what stocks are hot, when to buy, when to sell, chart patterns, triangles, U-shapes, wedges, pennants. That's what people want, and that's what seems to attract people. So I'm going to move towards more technical analysis, chart patterns, hot stocks for further content. All of my old videos will still be on YouTube. Like I said, I have over 650 videos on my channel. They're at your disposal. Go nuts. This isn't goodbye. I'm just moving on to the next step, like I've said. And psychology, emotions, that's a very, very, very advanced level, especially for new people coming into this. They're getting mind blown when they come in and they see me talking about thinking ahead, seeing the move before it happens, when they're just simply taught to look out for triangles like LAZR. We can zoom in and look at this real quick. Break out my little epic pen here so we could draw a line on it, pretty much like that. Draw out a triangle. Everybody's taught to look out for these patterns and technical analysis. And we also have a nice little rounding bottom here. Gets a run right back up to its highs where it opened up right there. We also have a triple bottom right there. So I would go into the psychology of how people are thinking. What are they seeing? See it before it happens. That's where the smart money would make their money. And it's just really, really far advanced. People overlook it. They really do. They overlook it. I understand it. I accept it. I have a video library filled with the education and content. It's up to you to put in that work. It truly is. And that's what it comes down to. You gotta obsess over this. Accept that it's going to take time. It's not gonna take you 2 months to consume everything and then be good and you're going to learn. I mean, I've seen people come into this. They'll say, "Hey, Mr. Wolf, just signed up for the ultimate pass. Where's all the education and unlock the server real quick?" Like, all right, good deal. Welcome to the Wolf Pack. And then a week go by and then they're canceling because they just went through, they just absorbed everything, watched everything. Now I'm good to move on to the next thing. You gotta take your time with this stuff. Take it step by step, break it down, because as quickly as it goes in, it's gonna quickly go out. Statistics say when you read a book, your brain only consumes maybe 7% of everything that's in that book. So every single time you read a book, the same book, you'll learn something new every single time. Also, over the course of time, I've been putting out these master classes for you guys to teach you guys everything that it is that I know and the process that I think you guys should take to learn this game. We're already on class 9 and we're still going. There's so much to this. So much. We started doing this a year ago and we're still putting classes out. Still. And when the project and the classes are finally done, this is probably going to be around a 30-hour class. And that's not including all of the extra credit and the homework that I assign with each class. It really is a grind to learn this game, understand it, and people just come into it just wanting and expecting to make cash now. They want it now. And that's why so many people fail in this game. They don't want to accept studying for 2 years without making money. Remember, guys, that once you learn this skill, you have it for a lifetime. So if you sacrifice 2 years to learn this game and understand it, then after that, you have the rest of your life with that skill, and it'll go with you everywhere you go. You can consistently pull money out of the stock market every day, anytime you wanted, anywhere around the world. You just got to study and dedicate yourself to it. Accept and trust in the process. I've been wanting to make this video for a while. I'm finally hammering down doing it today. Everybody that's been showing up and continues to show up here, the Trading Learning 101 Discord, kudos for you guys. One day at a time, you guys are slowly getting it. And real talk to you members, how many people have we seen come and go? A lot. And so you should be very, very proud of yourself. You're still here. You're 5 months in, a year in, 2 years in. You outlasted everybody. Keep going. Don't give up. It will pay with time. For you members and people who've been in the stock market, and you guys can agree or disagree with what I'm about to say, but someone like me, I have 6 years in, or you, if you have a year in or 2 years in, honestly, when you see new people come in, you instantly look at them and you say, man, good luck. It's fucking hard to learn this, and you're probably going to give up. You're probably going to try it, and then you're just going to give up. It's real talk, because they get googly eyes over seeing that someone just made $2,000 in a day, but they don't understand and see all the hard work that went in to get to that level, right? It was a lot of failures and a lot of red days I went through to get where I'm at. And then you got to stay on top. Every single day, you got to show up in the right mindset. Every single day I sit down, I ask myself, did I get a good night's rest? Am I focused? Am I prepared? Is there anything that could potentially be on my mind that could distract me from making a mistake? Because in the stock market, all it takes is for one mistake, one little mistake, one click of a button, and you're red for the day, or you're red for the week, or you're red for the month, or You blew up your account because a stock quickly popped up. You compulsively jumped in, let your emotions take over, and you instantly blew up your account. All in a split second. Stuff like that happens every day. Stocks like FATBB pop up. Something like this that runs up something stupid from $8 a share up to $20. Then it pulls all the way down to 11. And then from 11, it runs all the way up to $25. Look at the next day on this. Something like this right out of the open. Market opens, just runs up nonstop. First 20 minutes that market opened, this stock went from $12.50 and it ran all the way up here to $25. So to see something run up that fast and that much in such a short time, get your adrenaline running. And you'll look at that and you'll be like, dang, I missed out on all that opportunity. Then you start visualizing, well, what if it keeps going? What if it runs to 50? What if it runs to 70? What if it runs to 100? For example, once again, we just had something like CAR pop up. And look at this, guys. Look at something like this. This stock went from $180 a share, and it ran all the way up here to $540, all within 1.5 hours. So an hour and a half, this stock ran up $400 a share. And after it topped out, all the way down here to $300. And since then, look at where it's at now, $260. So if you guys are still here, you've been with me throughout this whole video, hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video. If you're new and you're not subscribed to the channel yet, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification, so you'll be notified whenever I go live or I upload new content. Telling you guys, go check out my video library on my channel. There's over 650 videos filled with great, undervalued education. Take advantage of it. I also have over 30 different playlists. If you go to the playlist section on my channel, I try to categorize all of my videos the best that I can to help you guys. As I always say, guys, at the end of every video, have that patience, have that discipline, and study, study, study. I'm Mr. Wolf. I want to thank you all for being subscribers, watching me on my journey, supporting my channel and my content. It's you guys that subscribed, stuck with me. The channel grew and grew and grew. I appreciate all of you. I really do. For those of you that been with me for a long time, you know I know what I'm talking about, and I've helped you exponentially. And that's why you still continue to show up to this day. Thank you. I'm Mr. Wolf. Till next time, guys. Later.